Hey everyone, it's me, Farishta. I'm back with a tutorial. If you guys are new here, I am a makeup artist based in the Greater Toronto area here in Canada. But obviously for my YouTube channel, I like to show tutorials, I like to show some fashion stuff, anything and everything that interests me. So thank you guys for joining me. I have a ton of new subscribers since my last Modanisa try on haul, so thank you guys so much for watching that. I had an amazing response. I was not expecting it to blow up like that, so thank you to everyone who watched, thank you to everyone who subscribed, and I hope that our little family grows here. So today I am reviewing a plethora of products I received thanks to Shoppers Drug Mart. They were kind enough to send me a bunch of products as part of their Beauty Pro program. On right now I have some Clarins skincare products on, I have some IT Cosmetics products on, and some Lancome products on. Stick around if you want to watch that. Before we jump into the tutorial, I hope you guys are subscribing. I know I don't post very regularly, but I'd love if you guys could click the little bell notification so you guys can get notified when I do upload again. I do hope to be back on more regularly. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I'm always posting on Instagram, and not just stuff about me and what I like, but also social movements, which I think are so important to be aware of, which is what I try to use my platform for, and I hope you guys appreciate that as well. So I hope to see you guys there too. So let's jump right into it. This is me barefaced. So I already am moisturized. I also have sunscreen on. This is Clarins' new Dry Touch Facial Sunscreen with SPF 50+ in it. If you don't know, Clarins redid their whole sunscreen line because their previous sunscreens had ingredients in it that weren't safe for coral reefs. So that's really great. It's really lightweight, not sticky, not oily, not heavy on the skin. Really nice, and it smells amazing. Like, it smells like what vacation should smell like, which none of us would know because of COVID. So I also got gifted a bunch of things that was also gifted actually by Shoppers Drug Mart, because IT Cosmetics is new to Shoppers Drug Mart, as well as obviously the new sunscreen from Clarins. So I'm going to be using these today. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys already know I love the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I wear the shade medium because I wear it a little bit more on the medium coverage side rather than full coverage. I get away with medium, but if I were to wear it full coverage, I would probably be a light medium. Do I want to prime? I don't know. Why not? Let's prime. I'm gonna use the Clarins Instant Poreless primer. I really like this one. I think this one came out last year. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I like it because it's not super mattifying, which I find is usually what happens with poreless primers. It also smells amazing. It almost smells like cantaloupes, which I don't like, but I like the smell of, I guess, honeydew. Not cantaloupes. Honeydew is a better word. And again, because it's not a drying or mattifying primer, I can wear this all over. I feel like I don't need to do spot primers where I use like a mattifying one in one section and like a hydrating one in a different section. It's a really nice one. I really do feel poreless, like it feels so velvety. So I'm just going to do a little bit of color correcting around my eyes and my mouth. I'm using the Vissanti VO2 liquid color corrector. This is really nice, lightweight, not heavy at all, and that's especially ideal for summer when you don't want anything heavy. I just like to use my fingers to blend this out, blend seamlessly into the skin, and it corrects without you having to use a full coverage foundation or concealer after. And then whatever's left on my fingers, I like to use around my nose. And I'm just gonna go straight in with my IT Cosmetics This one you can see is almost done, and then I can open the new one that Shoppers sent me. I personally know how much I need of the CC cream, so I go directly on my face, but if it's your first time using it, I would recommend putting it on the back of your hands and then on your face, but I know my face. So doing almost like a half a pump on each cheek, half a pump on the forehead, just a little drop on the nose, and maybe like 2 drops on my chin. And then just using my finger, I spread it out a little. And then I'm taking my damp Quo blending sponge, and then using the butt of it, I'm just gonna blend that out all over. Again, I find medium, this gives me a nice medium coverage. I don't like or want a full coverage, so that way my blemishes, acne scars, and freckles are blended out a bit, but it's not completely covered. But I prefer the lightweight texture that way. And honestly, this has been my everyday routine this summer so far, because one, we don't have anywhere to go, but now that we have small groups of people that are gathering, as well as I'm still going into work because my store is an essential workplace, I find that this gives me just the amount of glam that I need. And I just love the way this makes the skin look just so beautiful, not heavy at all. It looks like skin. So you guys already know I love the CC cream so much. It's my tried and true. It's on my repurchase list. It's something that I always go back to, especially in the summertime. I especially love that it has SPF 50, not heavy at all. But I haven't tried that's a lie. I have tried the concealer once. I wasn't crazy about it, but then again, that was like 2 or 3 years ago when it first launched. So I've learned a lot since then, so let's give it another try. From what I remember, it's a very, very full coverage concealer, so a little bit goes a long way, and it can get thick very quickly if you don't use it sparingly. This is the shade medium, so the equivalent to the CC cream. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my ring finger first, and I've literally only done a drop there. Let's see, I'm just gonna dot it around very, very lightly, and I feel like I still have enough to do my other eye. And I'm just gonna take it down the bridge of my nose as well. So even though it is a medium, which is equivalent to the CC cream, I do feel like it's a shade lighter, which personally I prefer because I like to brighten my under eyes. So I think I'll use my finger first to lightly blend it out and spread it. And even the CC cream, you're more than welcome to just use your fingers too, but I don't know, I'm just accustomed to using a tool. This is blending out really well. Wow. I'm really liking the way that looks. Again, it looks like skin. And I'm just gonna take it up here. Whatever's left on my finger. I don't know how it looks on camera. As you can see, I'm using like a stippling motion. I'm not dragging because that will take away from the coverage. So just stippling that around. And then whatever we put on our nose, we're gonna blend out. Now that I'm seeing it blended out, it looks exactly the same shade as the CC cream. But it did look lighter when I first like just put little dots around my eyes. This looks so good. I wish I could just leave it like this and go, but I know my skin and it is absolutely going to crease, so we are gonna have to set it. I'm just gonna use the same end of the sponge I was using before and just lightly stipple it around. So I have the Bye Bye Pores Translucent Pressed Powder, the Poreless Finish Airbrush Pressed Powder. So I have not used this before, but I know this is very popular amongst those that like IT Cosmetics. You are beautiful, you are it. It's like a matte packaging. I like the way that feels. It has like, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it has like the slightest tint of yellow, which is nice for brightening. It does come with a puff, which is nice for travel, but I am going to go ahead and use a brush. This is the Quo Large Airbrush Powder Brush. So pressing that on. Just gonna go in. And because this is a very light CC cream we have on, we don't want to go heavy with the powder, just dusting it on. And again, I'm not dragging anything, I'm only stippling because I want to make sure we maintain the coverage that we have. So I already see some creasing under the eyes, so we're definitely going to have to go ahead and set that. I'm just going to blend it out first. I'm going to use a flatter brush. This is actually a blush brush, but I love the way this fits underneath my eyes. It's nice and flat too. Powder's nice. I don't feel like it clung to any of my dry spots, which is a big no-no for me. So I like that a lot. It doesn't have any extra coverage, which I also like. So I really like the concealer for a day-to-day use. I don't think it's as full coverage as you would like for a party or somewhere where you know there's going to be photography, but really nice for everyday. Like, I don't even feel like there's anything on my skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some color back into my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Nude by Nature Byron Bronze powder. Also gonna be using the Nude by Nature Pink Lily blush. Nude by Nature products are so pigmented and they last very long as well. For highlight, I'm gonna use the Balm Mary Luminizer. So I'm actually gonna go back to my bronzer and I'm just gonna use this in, like, honestly just all over my eyes. So I have a big fluffy brush. So first I'm just gonna take it into the crease. Just blend it downwards. It's so funny because sometimes I won't conceal my lids. I'll have people going like, oh my god, what eyeshadow are you wearing? That's so pretty. And I'm like, ma'am, that is my hyperpigmentation on my eyes. Thank you very much. How did I get it? A very expensive university degree. The freelancing hours that are all over the place. So I am noticing my under eyes are creasing a little bit, but it's not very visible. Like, it's only visible if I literally go like this and look up, but like to the blind eye you can't see it. It's not noticeable. I'm hoping it stays that way. So I also have the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara here. This I've heard so many great things about. If any of you follow Jessica Farzam on Instagram, she raves about this as well. That's actually how I heard about it too. I've been meaning to get my hands on this, but thankfully Shoppers has gifted it. Thankfully Shoppers has sent it to me so I can use it today, and we'll see what the hype is about. The packaging is super cute. I like that it's like curved and it can just stand by itself on your desk. So just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. A great tip to curling your lashes is I like to pump it and then hold it and curl it back, which is a really weird feeling, but honestly I notice a huge difference when I do that. Like, it's like curled all the way through, not just standing up. So that's the brush. I like that as soon as you take it out it's not super clumpy or it doesn't have too much product on it, so it has a very good suction in there. So what I like to do, I start off with my bottom lashes first, so chin down looking up. Very natural. I like that, especially for my bottom lashes. I don't want it to be too spidery. So now top lashes, chin up, looking down. Wiggle a little bit and pull it up. Wow. I am already seeing amazing volume and great length. This is awesome. That's amazing. Like, I feel like I already have 2 coats on, so let's see how the second coat will go. So that is the first coat. That looks amazing. So now I'm just gonna do that. Now I'm gonna try the second coat. Wow, that almost looks like I'm wearing natural falsies behind it. That looks so good. Like, that looks so good. I do have a little bit on my lids, but honestly this is not that bad. I get a lot worse with other mascaras that have very, very thick wands. So what I do is just I let it completely dry, and then I take a dry, unused, very dense, pointy brush, kind of like that, very small, very dense, and I just kind of flake it off once the mascara has completely dried. So eyes and complexion are done. I'm gonna move on to brows now. I have the IT Cosmetics Power Brow. This shade is Universal Taupe. I prefer dark brown usually. Even like brown I can get away with. We'll see how Universal Brown is, or I mean Universal Taupe. So again, I know this is another favorite from IT Cosmetics. Has a really nice thick end there, very thick brush, and then spoolie on the other side. So let's go ahead and see. So I always like to brush it out first, and then I always start in the arch because this is where I find I'm more empty. So let's just go ahead. Okay, the shade is not bad at all. The shade is perfect. And I like that it's not super soft, the pencil, because it makes it very easy to blend out. And that way also you're getting nice precision, and you can add more if you want to. Yeah, the shade is perfect. I personally would not say this is a taupe. I would say more of a brown. So this is perfect. I like that it like shaded my brows to be filled in, but it's also super defined. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't feel like a wax. It doesn't perform like a wax, but it gives me the depth of what a wax brow filler would do, if that makes sense. It's super easy to use. I'm very impressed by that. I was not expecting to like that, but amazing. This is a product that I have personally never tried, but I know it's a cult favorite. Anyone and everyone has heard of this, but it is back on the market due to high demand. It is the Lancome Juicy Tubes. I remember I stole my mom's like a really long time ago, but I didn't think much of it, so it got really old, so I tossed it out. But I am really glad that it's back, so now I can try it for real. Let's see. So there's 3 shades here that they sent. This one is called 07 Magic Spell. It's a darker hot pink with some shimmers in it. There is 03 Dreamsicle. Ooh, very nice light pink. This is just a solid, no shimmers in it. And then the last one is 04 Miracle. This is another light pink. This one does have shimmers in it. I think I'm gonna go and stick with Dreamsicle. I am gonna use a lip liner first. Gonna go ahead and use the Rimmel Tiramisu. So I'm gonna head and make that X. This is even great to use like all over lips as a lipstick. I just rub my lips a bit to blend it out. can also use your fingers. I'm gonna go in with Dreamsicle now, just on top, to give me a nice shine. Ooh, a little too much there. It's like an iridescent pink. I don't know if you can tell on camera. And it really does. It smells like creamsicle, like the orange creamsicle. Very nicely done, Lancome. It is a little sticky, but I'm not complaining. Like, it feels like a luscious sticky, not like my lips are stuck together sticky. It feels very hydrating as well. I don't know if it says ultra shiny hydrating lip gloss, so I definitely feel that there. I really like that. I think I like the smell a little more, but I'm gonna finish off with the new Maybelline glass spray. This one claims that it's a makeup finishing spray. Skin looks hydrated, dewy finish. Use after makeup application or on its own for a hydrated finish. For a hydrated look. So let's give it a good shake. Oh, this is, by the way, another item that was gifted by Shoppers Drug Mart. Got it all over my desk. It smells nice. I think it has that like honey dewy smell again going on. I had a very fine mist, so that's why I was like spraying it like crazy, but most of it did land on my desk. So let's see if that was enough to get me through the day. I'm gonna go run my errands now and I will be back. Oh, and for time reference, it is 5:01, so I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back and I'll let you guys know how everything lasts. Hey guys, I am back. It is now 9:51, so it's been a few hours. It's almost been 5 hours since I started off, or since I finished my makeup. It was really hot outside too. It was like, I think it was 31.5, but it felt like 40 degrees, something like that. It was insanely hot. But this is how I'm looking. The only thing I touched up was I just put a little bit of gloss on. So since 5 o'clock, I went outside, I had my mask on, I ate, I had soup and a hot dog. So yeah, like the lip liner definitely came off, but so I just reapplied the gloss. Everything else looks amazing, like especially considering I had a mask on and like it rubs on your cheeks and your mouth and your chin a lot. It still looks very good. I'm really liking the brows still. The eyes, even I noticed as soon as I was done and I was about to head out, it was creasing, so I did have to blend it a little bit more. Right now it's still a little bit creased, but not crazy amount, but I did notice it faded a bit. So again, like day to day, I really don't mind this. I am perfectly okay with what I have, but the concealer is definitely not for a full glam. I know that the CC cream itself has a lot of benefits. I think there's 11 benefits in it if I can find the box. Give me a sec. So it's anti-aging, it's hydrating, obviously the sunscreen, and it's not just the sunscreen, it's a physical sunscreen as well. So it's not a chemical sunscreen. Cruelty-free, paraben-free. Yeah, just a lot of great stuff. But the concealer, hydrolyzed collagen, I don't know what that is. Peptides, which is essentially like a protein for the skin. Hyaluronic acid, which helps attract moisture to the skin, and antioxidants. So there's good ingredients that are in the concealer, which is why I would be more inclined to wearing the concealer day to day. I don't need that heavy glam makeup. So again, I'm perfectly okay with it. I did notice with the setting spray, I feel like it made me, like I like it. I like the way my skin looks, but I feel like maybe it's a little too hydrating for the summer, especially when you're dealing with heat and perspiration. I feel like this is nicer for the winter, and I want to show you It did land on my mirror. I'm gonna show you how that looks like. So this is my mirror. Ignore how dirty it is. But like, do you see the like, it's like an oil or something that's like, it's a residue from the spray that got all over my desk and my mirror. So if you're a really oily gal, I would not recommend this particular glass spray. I don't think anyone that's really oily skin would want that type of look anyway. If you're looking for a super like dewy, clean look, 100% recommend it. Again, like, I don't think it took off anything. I just feel like I would prefer this more in the winter. I think the powder did an amazing job too. Usually like I crease on my forehead a lot, but I have no issues with that either. I'll have to try it with a different concealer to see how well it works for the under eye. But again, for the face, totally loved it. And the mascara, again, like the length, like when I look up, it's practically touching my brow. So the mascara is amazing. Again, I do notice a little bit of transfer under my eyes, but again, I want to try it with a different concealer and we'll see how that works. Everything else I am loving. My skin looks amazing. I can't rave about the CC cream enough. It's amazing. So I definitely recommend you guys all try it. Great for every day. And you know, it's hard to find a good CC cream that lasts during the summer, but this has been amazing. It's my go-to. I recommend it to everyone. And I recommend it to you guys. So it has my thumbs up. I don't know if you guys even like these type of check-ins. Let me know if I should continue doing the check-ins at the end of the day before I wash my face off, or if like you guys really don't care. I can just wash it off without being like, okay, I need to do this before I wash it off. But yeah, let me know how you guys like it. I hope to be back with some more content soon, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.